that whole chapter. Not the whole chapter, but starting at 19. Shalom. Oh, shit, I have to find back. Yeah, Shalom, Shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites. Try to come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon, aka USA. And we don't have to tell you anymore because you see it on the news how bad it is. So we would like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom, thank you for teaching us the truth. We're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Al-Shai, Ba'ashem, Al-Kadosh. You know, so we're going to start on Matthew 18, and the first one we're going to get is verse 19. Because the lesson today is going to be about the debtor, the debtor. And we all know the parable, but I'm going to just recap it. So this sucker was like, he owed millions of dollars, right, to some king. And he was like, I can't pay you back. And then the king was like, what should I do? Should I sell your wife and sell you and put you in slavery? Long story short, he forgave him his debt. But this clown went back home and this dude owed him a penny. And he was strangling, where's my motherfucking penny? We'll get to it. But what we're going to get into is if you're forgiven, you got to forgive, you know?
Only makes sense though.
It only makes sense.
Yeah.
Because one thing about our bodies is you got to forgive your body, right? Because it doesn't have a voice. It can't tell you stop fucking drinking beer. It can't tell you stop taking those fucking pills. It can't tell you, hey, drink some fucking water. It can't tell you that. But it does tell you that when you feel pain, right? Pain is something that you don't want to feel. So what's the most pain anybody could feel? Well, you'll know because you'll be okay one day and then not okay the next day. Like, for instance, when Satan wants to attack you, he'll choose your weakness. Oh, you love Coca-Cola? Oh, they're just coming out with a brand new product.
Shit, he'll come out with fucking some woman too, you know?
He'll come up with some woman that kisses you and her saliva tastes like Coca-Cola. She'll smell like Coca-Cola. The devil is very creepy, man. He's sneaky.
Yeah.
Look what he did to our Lord Yahushua, and he is our Lord Yahushua. I want you people to take a look at this. You know, that's not the Lord exactly, but that's how he looks. And if you're not okay with the black person being the Lord, you got some fucking problems.
Yeah, like the brothers from LA was saying when they first started though, that they focus on the depiction of the Lord, you know, started like that, going hard though, you know. And that's one of the first lessons they brought out when they camped though, like the depiction of the Lord though.
Yeah, the depiction of the Lord. That is very important because he's the one making all the forgiveness. He's the one that's forgiving you. You can ask me for forgiveness. I'll forgive you, man, because I'm a human being and I don't like feeling sad or bad or anything. But sometimes I gotta get rough. Like I got a patient and he's always wanting to lay down, but he's not gonna get better unless he gets the fuck up.
Yeah, it's true because there's a lady that she broke her foot, you know, older lady, you know, but she just stays on that wheelchair and her foot's already like better though.
And she feels like she can't move.
And the thing is like she don't start fucking trying. She's gonna stay in that fucking wheelchair, you know. And before she got into the broke her foot though, she was walking and everything.
But that's really what it is the Lord's judgment. I mean, I go through my pains every day. You go through your pains every day. You go through your pains every day. And sometimes I can't handle those pains. But guess what? To me, it's like if I have to suffer these pains and still be alive, worship Yahweh, worship Yahweh, be with the brotherhood, watch the prophecies unfold, hey, it's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So let's get Matthew 18 and 19. And then you got a picture? Can you get Exodus 15 and 3? So here we go in Matthew. We're in Matthew chapter 18, verse 9. If anybody has.
You get it or you want it?
Matthew 18 and 19. Again, I say unto you that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything as they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven.
I'm gonna read it in the NLT. I also tell you this: if two of you agree here on earth concerning anything you ask, my Father in heaven will do it for you. All right. So what's the first thing we do when we come into the truth? We ask for forgiveness. We were rotten people, and the body holds on to that.
And then when you come into the truth though, you had your demons though, and if you were, like I said, we all had demons going in the world, right? And some, trying to call you back though, or how things are like that, where if you say you're a heavy drinker or some shit, you go into the store, you see that fucking beer bottle and look good to you,
That's a powerful demon because
yeah.
that's his name is Al-Kul. That's the alcohol demon. Al-Kul.
That's what he was doing to me, because it's like take more, it'll make you more stronger. But instead, it was overloading my
your system, your nervous system, and your endochromatic system. Your endochromatic system is the one that, man, it's crucial because your body is made of little parts, right? And guess what? Don't think that the battle is over. It's never fucking over. It's never fucking over. Because you have to check yourself.
Too much of anything is not good for you.
Yeah.
Even a lot of water is not good for you.
No, it's not, because it can make you feel bad.
Yep.
It can make you, it's called water toxification.
Even being over righteous, is not good.
You have to know your limits.
That's what balance.
Mm-hmm.
Balance.
And you'll know when you're over righteous because he'll start fucking you up in a bad way, like a real bad way.
Yeah.
Like what I do now is I just wait for people to talk, and when after they're done talking, I'll let them talk too. That's important. That's a good change for your mind, because if you're talking and talking, first demon that comes up is, oh, he thinks he knows this, and what do? You try to cut him off, right? Well, what happens? Everybody tries to jump in when they get excited on a conversation, but that's also another demon. Also, it could be the Holy Spirit in a certain situation.
It's really supposed to be a reader and a speaker.
A reader and a speaker, right? So someone reads, someone speaks, but if you have a precept, and that's what the point is, if you have a precept while someone's speaking, get it out.
Because right now you're the speaker and we're the readers.
Yeah, right now is the time to get the precept out. But I also know that this brother's suffering right now because his body is not handling what he tried to take in.
You can tell that I lost weight.
I mean, it doesn't look good for him. But he's out here, and we're trying to get that vibration going so he can get healed.
And then last night, I wasn't even going to go to work. I was just laying in bed like, man.
Yeah, you should never go to work, because work is the first thing you should be calling in, not the truth.
Yeah, because work, man, that shit works.
Work is working you to death.
Yeah.
The truth will set you free, and that's what people don't want to suffer. People don't want to suffer. And that's how you know you're being tested.
I was like, fuck this. I was like, fuck this. I'm getting up and going to work.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but you can't be like that.
I can't lay down.
All right, brother. Let me finish mine. So right now, I touched his shoulder, and his shoulder's very thin. That demon's got control. You got to eat more, but you got to drink water. And what happens with your body, if it doesn't have water, it starts pulling water out of your muscle fiber, because your muscles are 80% water. If you get a cramp, it's because you don't have water in it. And if you do this, you see how it's flexible, it's fully hydrated. But if it stays like that, you're not hydrated. And everybody here knows, because we all been to that place where we work really hard and we start sweating, and then we don't feel good, right? That's your system absorbing all the salts in your body, breaking them down and using them, because you have white T cells and red blood cells. But if you're not drinking water, what's the fucking point? I would never, ever, ever in my life ignore my body. And what I mean by that is, when you eat chili, your tongue is like, oh, and then you put it down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Natural instincts will tell you what to do. But if you're constantly, man, I gotta You can't get results without the work. Ain't no pill in the world is gonna make you look handsome. Ain't no pill in the world gonna make you look strong. And even all the supplements I take ain't gonna help me unless I'm pushing my body to the limits. But I know for a fact that all those things come with a price. Everything on earth comes with a price. And if you haven't noticed, Satan's in control right now. And if you got a precept,
I got one though.
Get one.
2nd Ezra 16 and 76. It says, "And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves."
yeah.
You know?
So that's in the mind, right?
Yeah.
You could be feeling bad about yourself and want to be over righteous. That is not a good deal because you're already fucked up and you're ignoring the part that's important is that you're fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does your body tell you when you run? It tells you, damn, this feels good, but I can't do too much of it. What does your body tell you when you see a fine woman? Your nervous system will react to it. Like the brother said, what happens when the devil gets to you? He'll make commercials about Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola or shit. It's almost like they're in your mind, you know? Because you'll be looking at a man, and I do this all the time. Like I'll be getting hungry, but if I eat, I'll suffer. So I fast. And I know that if I fast, I'll be hungry and suffer that. But it's better to suffer the hunger than it is to suffer the pain of eating bad food.
Because you're doing your body better.
Mm-hmm. Because in that scripture, if you could read it again.
The same one I read?
Yeah, it's the second one.
2nd Ezra 16 and 76. It says, "And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord of power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves."
Let not your sins weigh you down.
Because I know, like I said, our righteousness, righteousness is as filthy rags.
It's just men.
Just bodies, man.
Yeah. So there's a thing called pride, right? You get pride, and the way pride works is it'll happen in your head. Like you could be thinking something about, let's say, and it happens all the time. And white people do it all the time when they see a black person walk out of the store. Hey, let me see your receipt.
Yeah.
They always do that.
Yeah.
Or a Mexican. Hey, let me see your receipt.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see your receipt. You always feel guilty when you're walking by that person at Walmart that checks the receipts. They don't even ask you for the receipt, but you just show it to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's called,
when you're walking out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called a preemptive attack. Well, that means that you're already awaiting the disrespect. Hey, let me see that receipt. But you're trying to prevent it, so you just show it to them without them asking for it. Right? The same way it happens to your body. Like, you'll be drinking an energy drink, and you'll think you feel energy, but it's just hyper caffeine fucking your system up, overheating it, because you have to drink water, and then water has fucking chemicals in it too. Look, it says purified water with minerals added for taste. Now you can't see the minerals, but they're so damn small that they will pass safely through your bloodstream or be absorbed through your bloodstream, right? That's the point. So let's see, let's get Matthew, you got Exodus 15:3. And I want everybody to pay attention because this is the part where people don't understand. Or what he's getting now, get Matthew 18 and 15 in NLT. If another believer sins against you, go privately and point out the offense. If the other person listens and confesses it, you have won the person back. So that's the part about forgiveness, but you also have your body. You have to win your body back. So you have to stop eating pork. You have to stop drinking as much as you do, and then really realize that it's a lot of work to stay healthy. And that word healthy, it's heal, right? Heal thy. Heal thy. That's 2 words, right? heal thyself, right? Right now, standing on the grass feels good, but if we were standing on the grass with no shoes, it would feel better. Because the ground is connected. Got that?
Exodus 15.
15 and 3.
Exodus 15 and 3. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is a man of war. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is his name.
So what's considered war? A conflict, right? A struggle.
Soldier.
A soldier is a warrior. But what is considered war? It's a conflict. We have conflicts with ourselves every day. We're in constant battle every day.
The Lord is a warrior.
Yeah, the Lord is a warrior. So he doesn't give a fuck if you feel bad, if you're crying. He made you feel that way to see how you're gonna react, to see what you're gonna do.
Saying the problems are not the problem, it's how you handle the problem.
It's how you handle the problem. And it's just a test.
Yeah.
It's okay to fail a test. Sometimes you're supposed to fail the test.
Make you better.
And what you're supposed to fail is say, I'm not strong enough. I need help. Now, anybody that can say, I need help, I'm not strong enough, is not over righteous. We have to take a look at the words we use and their meanings. Because you could be using words and you could be using meaning at the same time. And that's why I hate you fucking British. You fucking British motherfuckers. You're the motherfuckers that created the English language in terms of meaning. You'll be telling a fucking person exactly what you mean, they'll do it, and then you'll say, that's not what I wanted you to do. Didn't you understand what I meant? You ever had that happen? Your parents will do that too. Oh, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. So what the fuck did you mean then? Because please tell me exactly what you mean. Because he's a warrior. He's a man of war. I mean, men of war don't like excuses. I certainly don't, and I don't make none for myself. And that's why it makes me feel terrible when I have to say I need help. Because honestly, the only one that can help me is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So when you drink water, put a prayer on it. You gotta put a prayer on it. You got a precept?
Yeah. First Thessalonians 5 and 17, it says, pray without ceasing, and in everything give thanks, for this is the will of the power in Mashiach Yahushai concerning you. So you appreciate the little things that you get though, man. You know what I'm saying though? You appreciate it though. And that makes you humble though. Because in reality, it's like, I don't want everything that in the world though, man. This is not even our time yet, you know? And the thing is though is, yeah, you suffer, but it makes you better though, like in the spirit, man. Because then the little, the bone that Yahweh Hashem Hashai throws you, you appreciate it though. Even if it's something small, you appreciate it though. And that's the thing about it though, man. So it's just better to just stay poor and be able to, you know, come out here and do the work though. You know what I'm saying though? Because, you know, fucking money and all this other shit that come in the world, man. You know, like get you away from the word, man.
Everything.
You know, everything, man.
Your job especially.
Yeah,
Your
man.
job
Fuck the job, man.
especially.
Yeah, fuck the fucking job, man.
If you already been like kind of person that said, oh, my job, I didn't take care of my job. That's good. You had to take care of your job. But the Lord will be like, oh, your job? Oh, your job? And then Satan will be like, see? Told you. Told you. That's what Satan does, everybody. Satan is over there talking to Yahweh in his ear like this on his left side. You know, Walk doesn't feel good today. I bet you if you make him feel a little bit worse, he will not go to camp. Sorry. And then he'll make me feel bad, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know if I can make it. Having myself doubt myself, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, yeah, fuck this shit. Fuck if I do hurt. Today doesn't hurt as bad as yesterday. I'm going.
Yeah,
And that's the way we have to be, because right here in Matthew 18 and 16, or actually not 16, it says on 18, Matthew 18 and 18, I tell you the truth, whatever you forbid on earth will be forbidden in heaven, and whatever you permit on earth will be permitted in heaven. So if you say, Satan, get the fuck back, he won't have any power on you, ever. But if you say, all right, nobody's looking, sniff that line. Damn, that line just cost you your soul. Because what does P. Diddy do? He fucking takes pictures of you doing bad shit. And that's what the Lord made this fucking thing to do. What about that time? What about that time? What about that time? Well, that's the time that you created. But I did it for your benefit. Hey, think about that. We all hurt for our benefit. Man, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's the truth, man. We get hurting though. It's for a reason though. You know, as brother says, our benefit though, man.
Yeah. And nobody hurt more on earth than this man Yahushua when he was here on earth as a man. Put motherfucking stakes through his fucking feet, hands, spear in his fucking ribs, spit on him, put a crown of fucking thorns on him, made him bleed.
Put the king of, you know what I mean?
King of kings, king of Jews, talking shit,
man.
talking gang shit. How did he feel? Nobody ever thinks about how did he feel at his worst moments. How did he feel? I gotta do this. I got to do this.
It's like people wouldn't be able to do what he did though, man.
People are fucking punk ass bitches, man. Like you'll have to know. Like the scripture says, ain't nobody dying innocent.
Yeah.
So all your patients that are going through dialysis, fucking, they got this removed, that removed. That's the Lord punishing you.
That's judgment, though. Yeah, that's judgment. I see a comment though, you know. And then what can you say more though? Things like that, man. You lose one, you lose another, you lose these. You know what I mean? And it's just just what it is though. At the end of the day, it's just business though, you know.
Fuck, just imagine
like that. Think about it, man.
You're just business.
It's business though, because the thing is, one person, you know, I'll pick up person and they're gonna be talking to me and everything, and the next thing he died. He was just talking about that. He was just talking about his grandsons or granddaughter and shit, man. And next thing you know, boom, he's gone.
And he doesn't have time to call them up, and he doesn't know when he's gonna die.
Exactly, though. Because it's just like that.
Because if he did, he wouldn't have spent that time talking to you.
Yeah.
He would have spent that time talking to his grandson or the person that he loves the most.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. You don't ever know when your turn's gonna be happening. Like I heard this brother say before, where would you rather be when he comes back? On the day off or on the day on?
Yeah. Doing this
right.
Go ahead.
John 14:12. Truly, truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I am doing. He will do even greater things than these because I am going to the Father.
So there you go. So now we got to talk about it. Yes, it's talking about us. We are going to do greater things than him. So stop being like, oh man, you're overrighteous, or you're just. No, I'm just over there lifting weights, spiritual weights, getting that spiritual strength, you know? And I'm at the point where I feel I can heal people because everybody tells me about my patient. Ever since you've been here, he's been doing better. And then my neighbor, she had a tumor, but she burnt herself on her arm. And my neighbor called me and said, hey, can you go check on my mom? And I got really worried and scared. I said, I don't know what to fucking do. I got that energy, you know, that feeling. So I went over there and I touched her, and then I helped her, and then I went home, and then she went to the doctor. And the doctor said, what is the tumor? She had a tumor. Now I'm not trying to say I did it because I wasn't intentionally trying to do it. I was really scared for her. So I tried to figure things out because I healed my own self. Okay. Come on now. So what is it? He said it. These will do greater things than I.
Yeah.
He said it.
But it says only if you believe in him.
That's right.
Exactly. You call it a name when it happened to your knee, right? On the trampoline.
I didn't even get to finish the name. Dang.
Yeah, imagine that.
Dang. And then I feel like I meet angels all the time. Like for real, meeting angels, and they'll talk to me about certain things that I'm thinking about. And I already think in my head, okay, that's an angel, but I can't say, hey, you're an angel. The conversation will get sour. So I enjoy that little conversation. But Matthew 18, because his brother's totally true. Matthew 18:20 says, for where 2 or 3 gathered together as my followers. And then the KJV, it says in my name, I am there among them. So you have to believe in the name.
when he's most strongest. You know?
That's when you're the most strongest.
Not that.
Yeah.
Because you haven't even seen this person. You never talked to this person. Somebody told you about this person. This person was here 2,000 some hundred years ago. I ain't never seen him. But looking at his image, I know that has to be how he looks. There's a peace inside him. A peace. There's no fucking demon saying, nah, I can't be him.
Ain't no bitch
Yeah.
that looks like Jesus.
And Jesus looks like a fucking
Weird, man.
queer, straight
Yeah,
up queer.
straight. And then Corinthians talks about the long hair not being nature. You know what I mean? But this guy has fucking hair to his almost his shoulders right here.
Well,
Come on now.
Come on, man. And you know what? The thing is,
Going like this.
the thing about what long hair is,
Going the fucking
long hair is feminine.
We all know that. As
We
a
all
man,
know
a
that.
real man, we know. You know, even when I was in the world, like I never let my hair grow out long. Because my dad would say, like, man, what the fuck you doing? Look like a fucking hyena.
Yeah,
I never grew up on. I'm just picturing my dad saying that shit to me.
that's exactly what they'll say. Because I let my hair grow long, and it was a big giant fro because I'm Negro. I'm Negrocentric. I'm from the tribe of Issachar, but we're all from the tribe of Jacob, right? We're all Israelites. And he was a black man, so my hair was curly and poofy, and he would say that you look like a FAG. And then I just like fucking cut it off, little by little, so he'll stop saying it. But it is true. It's a feminine thing.
The scripture says that nature tells you that.
Yeah. That's the thing about Corinthians, right?
Nature tells you a lot.
We don't even have to tell you that. Nature says that.
But I'm glad he did tell me that. Nature nature right now is cricket.
Yeah. The nature now is different though. Right now, you know what I mean?
You got bitches out there thinking they're fucking stags.
They got the pronouns and shit. Like it just so fucking
I
tough,
ain't
man.
that smart. I ain't gonna remember your fucking pronoun. I don't even know what a pronoun is. I say words like yous, theys.
Yeah. See, that's out of the nature though, man.
Yeah.
Two guys together, that's not natural. No.
Uh-uh.
I believe it tells you in First Romans, right?
Oh yeah,
You want to get it? Yeah.
Because First Romans is a banging book, and then people thought that Paul was overzealous. Just because you know more than somebody doesn't make you overzealous. Just because you see somebody getting the rewards in the faith doesn't make them over righteous. You got to be careful about what you say, because it's not anybody's fault. It's not fucking Paul's fault that he was fucking killing everybody. It's not fucking Paul's fault that the Lord Yahushua said, fuck this shit, you're gonna find out. Made him blind.
I got that precept.
Go ahead.
Romans 1:27, it says, and likewise also the man, right?
Mhm.
Leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another man. See? Leaving the natural use of the woman.
The key part is burn in their lust for another man.
And that's a fucking demon, man.
That is exactly what that is.
It's a fucking demon.
A demon.
Yeah.
How are you gonna lust for another man? I can't even fucking. What? Every time I look at a man, I think about how am I gonna defeat this guy?
Right? Yeah, because reminds me of school though. You go into a class though,
I
you
better be
see the
careful
biggest
about that.
motherfucker. Yeah. You know?
I better make him my friend.
Yeah.
You're always strategizing.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
For
Remember at
you
school.
to look at a man and say, that's delicious. I mean, I can't even fathom that. Because the way I look at a woman that's shapely and everything, I'll be like, damn. You know, act a fool. You lie. You become another person. Tell me you ain't never lied to a woman just to get her number, give her everything. Like, I'm gonna tell you a story. These bitches don't care. So I was out of work, right? And then there was an orientation, and this girl, she was talking to me. She's the one that initiated it. She said, "Oh, I'm so glad to meet you, blah, blah, blah." So I thought in my head, this is your chance, ask for her number. And I asked for her number, and she gave it to me. And we were talking and everything, but I guess she was having a different conversation because I said, hey, maybe we should chill together so I can, you know. And then she said, oh, I have to tell my fiance. You know, I got scared. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Bye.
Yeah.
Bitch, why didn't you fucking tell me that?
From the
No.
beginning, you know? From the,
If nature tells you, why the fuck would you give me your number?
Because let me
Go
finish
ahead,
it.
go ahead.
It says, man with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was mad. See, it's an error. It's a recompense that which is mad. It's an error though, because it says man which works that is unseemly. So it's not right. You know,
And
not natural.
they'll get their recompense.
Yeah.
Now let's go to Matthew 18 and I think it was 20. Yeah, 21. Because there's nothing worse than unnatural things, right?
Because it's like the word unseemly, it means unpleasing, unattractive, ugly.
Man, that's disgusting.
It's disgusting. Yeah. That's how the
Makes
thing.
you
That's
makes
nasty.
your stomach turn.
Yeah, you see them kissing each other and shit. That shit makes me fucking man.
And they're saying that Ilya Tapura, the MMA fighter, was, you know how those European guys are. He was smooching another dude.
Oh, that fighter?
Yeah.
Oh,
Smooching him. Like,
man.
no, not a kiss on the cheek like Europeans do. Like there was tongue involved.
Oh man. Yeah, that fighter though. Yeah.
And then he's like, I wonder why my fucking model wife cheated on me.
Yeah.
But Justin Gaethje, you said, what's his name, Armin Sassoon, he said, look, brother, he shaved his legs. You think he don't shave his balls and ass? Because he already knew. So like the scripture said, it'll seem ugly.
Yeah.
It'll seem unattractive. Now it's not my fault that that's how it is. I am also agreeing with him. It is an ugly thing. Homosexuality is an ugly thing. And I'm not gonna regret it. I'm not gonna take it back. If some people want to beat me up for it, you could try. I don't know if you know me, but you could try. I mean, just because I look hurt doesn't look it. Especially when I'm hurt, I'm gonna fight hard. Why the fuck would you attack like a badger? I'm serious. No, I don't think about when I see a big person or a man that has muscles. I think, okay, I gotta get him to get his arms up, and I'm gonna crack his ribs with the right hook. I'm gonna go right hook, uppercut, bam, and then step to the side, kick him in the face. I'm always thinking like that, strategizing.
Strategize before you do that. Yeah.
But when I see a woman, guess what I'm thinking? Ooh, if I got a chance to get behind that and just, manly stuff. How could you look at another man like that? Let's get Matthew 18 and 21.
This Matthew 18 and 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times.
And the Lord was like, what the fuck are you talking about? How many times did I forgive you? Guess the next one?
Matthew 18 and 22. Yahushua said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times. 70 times 7.
70 times 7. That's important.
We're closing to completion, right?
Yeah.
Number.
Yeah.
7.
Never. Or never. Completion. He also said that to Cain. Cain was like, they're going to find me and look upon me, and they're going to kill me 7 times over. What did he say? No, they're not going to kill you, not even 70 times 7 times.
Isn't that one verse that a righteous man falleth 7 times?
No, that's a different one. But that's still up in here.
Righteous man falleth 7 times. I think that's
Falls and things fall 7 times.
But you got to think about it. How many times do you need to fall?
To actually.
Motherfucker, you fall once, you better correct yourself.
even though it says 7, there's probably more.
Yeah, but that's not what it means. It doesn't give you permission to do more. It's a however many times you fucked
Until
up.
it's complete for you.
Yeah, and
Until you finally wake up.
until however many times, but that's not even what it means. However many times he sins against you, because Peter's saying, how many times should I let my brother sin against me? He's talking about the 2/3.
Okay.
He's not talking about a brother in the truth, because the brother in the truth wouldn't sin against his brother.
Brothers, yeah. Okay. That makes sense, though.
It makes sense,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because why the fuck would you want to sin so many goddamn times against Yahushua? You're not sinning against your brother.
Because you're
You're
know
sinning
better.
against Yahushua.
Yeah, because you're like know better
Yeah.
to do so, you know?
So that's why he said, look at these niggas. They're niggas.
Yeah. Because you the brothers, you correct though, but the 2/3, they're not on the same level as you are though. So you're just gonna be like, you gotta discern it though, you know?
And the next verse will let us know.
Matthew 18 and 22. Matthew 18 and 23. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants.
You see? Take account of your servants. The brotherhood isn't your servants. These 2/3 are. How are you going to be telling another king? Because we're all kings. You know, the Lord is the King of kings. Not the king of 2/3. Well, he is the king of 2/3. We're the king of 2/3. Because we were 2/3 and we overcame it.
2/3 are not going to be kings, right?
They're not. That's why they're going to be servants. Right? That's why it says,
It only makes sense though, you know?
you got to forgive those motherfuckers 77 times 7 times. And also, but you also have to forgive your brother. But guess what? If your brother doesn't work and he's asking you for money, fuck that motherfucker. Every man has got to fucking work. How the fuck are you gonna ask another man to support your motherfucking ass? That's why y'all niggas be hurting. That's why get your throat cut out from the surgery because you were smoking too much pipes, getting that, being a scante warrior, slapping your sister around because you didn't have no money, you need money to get drugs or whatever the fuck, you're wilding. And then the most important thing is, they don't matter. You matter. If you're a king, you have to show the ability to forgive. Because this next scripture and then the story next is a beautiful story. Because of course, if you're gonna sin against me, you already knew that you were gonna do it, right? So the Lord said, okay, forgive me. Why? Because you just operating in that way. And that means that Satan has so much control over you and his little demons that you cannot see yourself doing bad. That's why it's important to forgive these motherfuckers 77 times 7. Because they're gonna fuck up every time.
Yeah, because that's the thing though. Because you know what they are though, and then DMX said this one time, he's a snake is gonna be a snake though, so you gotta treat them like what they are, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And a hoe's gonna be a hoe. You gotta treat that hoe like a fucking hoe.
You don't ever tell a hoe I love you. You don't ever try to make a hoe a wife.
Housewife, yeah.
If a bitch, look at, I was at the gas station getting a fucking fountain drink, and this bitch came up to me and said, "Well, what's up? How you doing?" I was like, "What? First of all, weren't you with one of my homies?" "Oh yeah," and I ignored it. Got my drink, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm cool."
DMX, he says, the snake, the rat, the cat, the dog, how you gonna see them if you're living in the fog?
Exactly.
Oh, that's what he said, huh?
Yeah.
Those are all
That's
animals.
real shit though, you know.
Those are all animals, carnal animals. So the 2/3 are carnal animals.
They're beasts.
They're beasts.
Yeah. So then we don't know what they about. You know what the fuck they gonna do.
And then really this is about a brother coming into the truth. Right? Because that's the ones that sin the most. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They're trying to catch up. But if you've been in the truth 10, 8, 9, 7, even 5, 3 years, you should know better. That's like you going to the gym for 10 years and you ain't got no muscles.
Results. yeah. No, what the fuck you doing?
You should know the devil and what he's
What he's capable of.
capable.
Once Satan gets up in your head, it's not him. He gets in your head and he leaves a little demon in there.
That's great, yeah. That's
because what's the story say? One leaves and then when you fuck up, 7 more powerful than him.
You got fucking 8. Damn, that's 8.
That's 8 demons.
Fuck.
Let's get Matthew 18 and 24.
This is Matthew 18 and 24. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents.
Damn. Look at that beautiful dog. That lady's faith is misplaced in it, thinking it's going to protect her. It's a nice dog, but guess what? It's a dog. It's going to run. It only has enough power for one attacker. And what if that attacker has a gun? You better have a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Right?
Fuck.
So the king was like, man, it's time to bring my debts in, because I need that money. That's what reckon means. And one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents.
It says, well, some of it says 10,000 bags of gold.
Woo! One of it says owed him millions of dollars.
Yep.
Get the next one.
It's Matthew 18 and 25. But for as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife and children and all that he had, and payment to be made.
Good man.
His whole family got sold.
So he got the bad news, right? You got the bad news. You better pay that shit. What do you think was more scary for that servant? Him not being able to repay, to know the consequences, because he didn't know the consequences until the king was like, I need my money. Up until then, he thought he was cool. You know how, what's up with that be? You know how niggas be, right? You'll be like, hey, you owe me those $10.
Yeah.
So, nigga,
Yeah.
I'm gonna owe you that till the day comes, or whatever they say, because they don't feel like they gotta pay you back. That's what this person is doing.
He said, bitch, you better have my money.
Exactly. But the next one.
This is Matthew 18 and 26. The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all.
Man, that represents two things. One, asking for forgiveness when it's almost too late, and two, being in a state where you're afraid of the consequences.
Yeah.
It's too late to turn back.
And that's what the Esau does. Esau does bitch make moves like that. You
So
don't want to pay
if
the consequences.
So let's say you're already you owe the IRS $20 million. I mean, because that shit is bullshit. What do you think Trump did? He asked him for forgiveness. He owes a lot of motherfuckers. What do rich people do? They don't give a fuck about your goddamn laws. These laws ain't for you. That's why the Lord has to put laws up. So, get the next one.
Matthew 18 and 27. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosed him and forgave him the debt.
Yeah, he was like, aye. But that makes you just should make you think about Hebrews 4 and 15. You know, he knows about all our infirmities. And that's what compassion comes in. But don't be trying to be a compassion motherfucker. Because there's people that don't have a job, they know they can get a job. Man, you can get a fucking job, just ask your fucking AI on the fucking phone. Hey, I need money right now. What is the fastest way to get money? And it told me to be a caregiver.
There you go.
Within 24 hours, and it worked.
See?
I got 2 jobs. Don't be fucking around, and because what people do is when they see a good thing, they fucking milk it. Oh, this fucking idiot's giving me half of his check every time he gets a check. Because he feels compassion for me, I'm gonna milk that. That's crazy, man. People do stupid things for women.
Shit.
Women are women. They're gonna be women. They have eyes too. They have feelings too. They do things too. And the worst thing you can do to a woman is make her mad, because she will get you back hard. Women will be like, I ain't letting him see his baby. I'm gonna lie on him. calling the cops saying that when I was going to school for my nurse's assistant, this bitch tried to lie on me and call the cops on me and say that I was sexualizing the fucking old people at the nursing home. And you know, the instructor was like, no. And then the other girls were like, no, he didn't. They're not even allowed to go in there right now. So she called the cops, and the cops called her back and said, you know what? You can't be doing this shit.
Why didn't they arrest her ass for that?
Because she's a bitch.
Exactly. But if it was a guy, especially in the tribes though, especially the judo, oh, he would have been handcuffed.
Yeah, he would have been handcuffed.
And I was watching this movie yesterday. It's on Prime though, or MGM. It's called The Gates. It's about these 3 Jakes that go into this wealthy community. I don't know if you've seen it though, but it's a good one though, man. And it goes to show how, even the guy though, he's a preacher, he's an Edomite. He even brought up the story, which I'll make a video, Lord willing, today or tomorrow, but he brought up the story about how Jacob stole Esau's blessing. And he's like, see, no one's going to steal my blessing, because he was trying to make a mega church in the community. You see, I'll make a video on it though, but yeah, man. So, come on now, man. And that's the thing too, with Esau, you got to know who your enemy is, man.
Didn't that Moabite, what's his name? I always mention it. But he said, we can't curse these fucking people.
Oh, about Balaam?
Yeah. The king was like, you're a sorcerer. And he was a magician, a sorcerer. He had fucking powers, right? He did shit.
Yeah.
And he had conversations with Satan. Satan told him, look, you can't curse these motherfuckers. And he got mad at the king and said, look, bitch, nobody can curse these motherfuckers except God. They are his people. They're blessed. And this is what they're going to do to you at the end time.
Yeah. Oh, because he saw the logo. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's why when Chinese people look at you, they're like, oh, amazing. Oh, amazing. Because they know.
Because, the Moabites, they got a community of Chicanos too in Japan.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying, though? So they fucking know what's up, man.
Dude, if they only knew that they were supposed to help us, and I think they might know. Because, dude.
And the women like Jake.
They're women like Mexicans.
Yeah, they're women like Jake, man.
But the thing is, what the world needs now is warriors. Not sex partners. Because you're going to have the opportunity, I'm going to say this to all of you. You're going to have the opportunity to either run for your life or fight for your life. And either one you choose is okay. It's okay. It's okay to run. Maybe you got little babies. Maybe you can't afford to get killed. Maybe you can't afford to risk it. Maybe you can. Maybe the Lord put the power on you. You accidentally run into a tree, the tree falls down, and you realize, oh shit, I got the power right now. I got the Holy Spirit right now. And then you turn around and manage it. It's up to him. And how you react towards the tests that he's giving you. Don't ask the Lord to make you strong, because he'll fuck you up inside.
Right, yeah. You be all strong, but you got an infirmity, you know, and it's fucking you up.
And that's really what being a black belt is. Amazing, isn't it? People think black belt is you learn all kinds of shit and break boards, you have fights. No, the black belt is also how you deal with pain, how you deal with defeat, how you deal with the problems of everyday life.
Yeah. Because when you're a black belt, you can already teach, right?
Yeah, you can really teach.
Yeah, I can already teach, huh? Yeah.
Why the fuck would you want a teacher that tries when he hits the wall?
Yeah, because it's like,
I was gonna say, imagine how they feel after a fight. They have to go through that every time, and they have to deal with how they feel after a fight.
Yeah.
Process your emotions.
Yeah, because I remember my cousin, he was like when we first started, he was the yellow belt, but to the next belt, he had to stand like, I don't know if it was against the wall, but the instructor just straight up just jumped and kicked him right in the stomach. Boom!
You gotta be able to handle pain.
Yeah, So I know what this brother's talking about, because my cousin had to go through that shit.
Just imagine being a black belt and you have a glass jaw. They're gonna take your black belt away. Everybody's gonna want to fight you.
Yeah, definitely.
Easy fight, man. Easy fight. You got a glass jaw. Nobody respects a black belt with a glass jaw. Don't even say you're a black belt.
Yeah, because that boxer I forgot his name though. He has to be Jake though, but he had a glass jaw. He was good with the skills and everything, but man, he got hit right there.
Yeah,
boom.
And everybody wanted to fight him.
Yep. Canelo fucked him up. I forgot what other fighters fucked him up, but He literally got a glass jaw. You just hit him right there. It looked like a fly would just land on his chin, and he just fucking.
Because your nervous system was already fucked up, and he didn't train his neck hard enough. He thought it was okay. It was strong. Look, I mean, look at my neck. Sometimes I look at my neck and it's fucking huge. But it's because I trained my neck. I trained my neck. Like I got that old man neck now. And look at that. You could put if you could do this, you could put if your fingers touch barely, they're supposed to overlap. Watch, do it.
The overlap though?
Yeah. See how your fingers are barely. See how it is?
Yeah.
So you got the bone structure to make huge muscles.
Yeah. Because my pops though,
Yeah. So your son, if you get him lifting weights at a certain age, he's gonna be fucking big.
Yeah.
You have that DNA, but if your hands overlap, you just got the fast DNA.
Oh, okay, yeah, got you.
The fast bone.
Yeah.
The tall, the fast.
Yeah.
But if you got that fucking bone density, because my bones are dense, man, you can barely touch it. But it wasn't always like that because you have to build it up.
Yeah.
But you have the in your DNA, you have the ability to make big, giant humans.
Yeah, because my son's a big boy. He's a big boy, though.
And that's because of your bone structure.
Yeah.
So we have to take care of our bone structure. Now let's get to. Let's read that one again, Matthew 18 and 29.
It's Matthew 18 and 29.
Yeah. I mean,
Did we read 28?
Yeah, read 29.
Yeah, the 29.
Matthew 18 and 29. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, "Have patience with me, and I will pay thee all."
See, everybody begs. But verse 28, I'll read it. Matthew 18 and 28. But the same servant went out. So this dude that was asking for forgiveness went out and found one of his fellow servants, another brother. See how in the beginning it was forgive that man 77 times? These are 2/3. These are 2/3.
Yeah.
But look at what he did. So, and then he went out and found one of his fellow servants which owed him an 100 pence. And he laid hands on him. Put hands on him. Motherfucker, you owe me. Acting like a what? Straight up N-word. 2/3. Saying, he put his hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, "Pay me that thou owes me." And his servant fell down and besought him, saying, "Have patience with me, I will pay thee all." So right there, he asked for forgiveness, but he is not willing to forgive. This is an important lesson.
Yeah.
You got to be able to forgive, because otherwise you won't be able to move on. So if somebody's asking you for money, somebody asks me for money and I don't have it, and even if I do have it, like right now, I'm not giving anybody money. I have to work this job and that job. I have to do this and that. I have to worry about gas. I have to worry about food. I have to feed a family. So if somebody asks me for money, I'll be like, "Sorry, brother, I don't have any money today. Times are tough." But what happens if there's somebody that does give you money? Like that dude in Stratford, he always comes around. He doesn't ask, "What's the lesson about?" He doesn't ask, "Do you guys need a water?" He just hopes we give him $1. And that's like that servant right there. He's probably the one that'll be like, "Oh man, can you forgive me?" And then he won't forgive whoever owes him because of his condition. See, the king is able to forgive. This is the point of the story. The king is able to forgive because he has substance and he has learned about his people and how they feel. Because what did he say? He said, "Oh man, I feel bad for this guy. You know what? Forget the millions you owe me. The millions."
Yep.
This dude owed him a penny.
It's because, when times are hard, you know how niggas be though. Times are hard. Hey, this motherfucker owed me $20 because at one time, this person owed me $100 because that, and you start calculating and shit just to pay your own debts though. You know what I mean though?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what though? You come a time though, it's like, if I'm give some money though, it's like, even though they ask me to borrow it though or something though, I'm just giving it to them though,
Yeah.
Because in reality though, because real quick story though, but it was about my cousin though. Me and my cousin, y'all grew up together and everything though, but this cousin in particular never asks for money and nothing like that, so he needed, at the time he needed some, right? So at the time I had some though, because I know he would do the same for me though. So when I gave it to him, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, hey bro, keep it though, because it's gonna get you pissed off if you're gonna try to avoid me because you all owe me $50 though. So all that shit though, man, just keep it though, you know? Because at the end of the day though, like, well, whatever we, with family and everything, it shouldn't go down the drain because of fucking money of $50 though, man.
You already knew that when you let me.
When yeah, that's why I didn't even let him borrow. I just gave it to him. But in his eyes, would have said he don't saw it as me letting him borrow money though. You know what I'm saying though?
Right away, you did something preemptive.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
I already know he's not gonna pay me, so I'm not gonna expect him to pay me. If he pays me, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't want him to feel weird, to make it a weird situation between me and him when we're at family gatherings. You probably thought about all that, right?
Yeah, because in reality, it's like, why get there, you know?
Right, here, just take it.
Just take it. And whatever the case be, I wasn't trying to prove anything to him though. But at the end of the day, I know him as in, if I were in need, he'll help me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He will.
And that's a beautiful thing about family. So when you don't ask him for that, you make him feel better about his personal situation, whatever that situation was.
Whatever it was though. I know he has family and everything though. But if it's a nigga that's asking me for $50 every month though, or every week though, then that's a nigga I'm not gonna give money to, you know?
Yeah, if he only comes around when you get paid, fuck him.
Yeah, now fuck that though, man.
He don't want to hang out with you when you don't got money. That's a problem.
Exactly though. You know what I mean? That's a nigga right there, man.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna give money to this nigga though? You know, and then a person that knows that if you got kids and bills to pay and shit, you're not gonna ask that man for money though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But in this situation, the system is fucked up.
Yeah, well, I mean,
this system.
This system is fucked. Yeah.
This system is based on borrowing.
And even it's something called interest. And in the scriptures, they said it's a sin though, man.
It is usually
Interest, usury. There you go, usury. Yeah. And it tells you, and then what happens though when you don't pay someone, they give you a time though, but it's plus interest though. So you gotta owe more money as time goes by.
Yeah. Tell me how making money off nothing happened. Right?
Yeah.
It had to be a wicked person to think, oh man, the waiting period, I'm waiting for my money. And they'll be like, so with the interest.
Yeah.
So right now in this economy, in this situation, everything's based on borrowing. You want a car, you gotta borrow. You want a house, you gotta borrow.
Yeah.
You wanna go to school, you gotta borrow. Shit, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
And you wanna get groceries, you gotta borrow.
My woman was telling me that her aunt owes $1,000 worth of groceries that she owes in Costco.
Damn.
You know, like, she's never
She
gonna.
must have that Costco card, and you're not supposed to use a credit card to buy food.
Yeah, I
So
think that's what she did.
It's supposed to be for a vacation and shit like that.
Yeah. I was like, what? Oh, 1,000 to Costco for the food though? I was like, damn.
See that husky bitch over there riding that scooter? That bitch needs to walk.
That bitch needs to get a real
She
scooter.
needs to fucking walk or do some exercise, man. And I bet you she's the same bitch that puts on makeup and says, hey, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm 10. 1,000.
Stop making that shit into electric and actually use that shit.
So that's fucked up, too. But the thing is, right here, the king is forgiving his servant, but the servant is not forgiving his servant.
Yeah.
Because once you ask for money, you become a servant, right? People get this attitude where, oh, this nigga owes me money. He'll do whatever I ask him. No, because people have attitudes. Mm-hmm. That's why usury is so wicked, because it brings out the worst in you. Shit, I got a fucking a Home Depot card, and that shit wasn't working, and now I haven't paid that shit for like 4 months. They're trying to call me and say, it's still a good time for you to pay, and you could save your... No, because I called you 3 times. That fucking card didn't work 3 times. I was at the store buying a whole bunch of shit to fix my house, and it made me in debt because I had to use my fucking personal money, my check, my wife's check.
Yeah.
I had that card so that I wouldn't have to go into
Go
debt.
through that shit. Yeah.
And now you want me to pay it back? Of course. Psych. I ain't paying that shit. So let's go to Matthew 18 and 31.
This is Matthew 18 and 31. So when his fellow servants saw what was done, they were very sorry, and repented and told unto their Lord all that was done.
So what happened to him? Well, in verse 31, it said when it's in verse 30, he said, and would not, but when went and cast him into prison till he should pay the debt. So that first debtor that the king forgave didn't forgive his debtor, sent him to jail. And another servant told on him to the king, and the king said, wait a fucking minute. I forgave your motherfucking ass. Why don't you forgive him? That's what Yahushua is telling us.
Yeah.
Forgive those 2/3. They're turds. But know that they're turds.
Exactly though. Yeah. It only makes sense though, you know? You know, like the story about the Samaritan though. You know what I mean? That's to help another fellow Israelite though. You know, shit, hey, you could have a flat tire though, and you know, a 2/3 comes by though. If he's gonna help you, let him help you though. But you know that he's a 2/3, but hey, and helping you, hey, help you. You're gonna be like, if you're a time in need though, then I'll be like, hey nigga, get the fuck out of here. I know you're a 2/3. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But if he could help you though, hey man,
You're supposed to use them.
use them, yeah.
Because the 2/3 they're gonna come through the loins, right?
You us,
They're going to come through the loins, yeah. But
Yeah.
they ain't going to be 2/3 when they're reborn.
You're gonna be the right mind
They're
though.
gonna be in the right mind.
They're
Yeah.
gonna come through the righteous.
Yeah.
Let's get 32. Let's get 33.
This Matthew 18 and 33. Shouldst not thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee?
Yeah, that's the point. That is the point. So, really, if you're at camp and you're still in that mode of yelling at white people, making them try to kiss your boot, yelling at people, getting into fights when you're preaching, you're a fucking 2/3, man.
You're acting like a 2/3.
You should have compassion. That's what it says. It's okay to be rough and tough and lift weights and do this and have an MMA record and a boxing record and this and that. But what he wants from you is to show compassion. Don't get compassion mixed up with being a damn fool. If someone's asking you for money and they're giving you a sad story, well, I need to get back when my wife left me. Well, she left you for who? With another man? Okay, well then that's done.
Yeah, it's dumb.
She don't like you.
Yeah, it's fucking over with though.
She fucking some other dude. That other dude put the semen in her. She's garbage.
Yeah.
Because what happens when a woman gets pregnant? That placenta is 100% the man's DNA.
Imagine that thing inside the. Oh, yeah. Like Jeremiah 3:1, man.
Yeah. The land is polluted.
Man, it's polluted though.
Just think about that.
It's no
And
good
it's
no more.
okay to like women that have kids and do whatever you got to do. But guess what? The land is polluted. Don't be a fucking sin. And some women are just out there to fuck. You know?
Those are the hoes.
Those
Discern
are the hoes.
those. You gotta, you know how to discern those.
I ain't looking for no hoe. I'm looking for a wife. There's hardly, if I say I'm looking for a wife, I'll never find her. So that's why I say it. I'm looking for a wife. Because really,
Those hoes come and go.
homes come and goes, but it's a responsibility.
Yeah.
You gotta have kids, you gotta reproduce, you gotta make sure that there's more Israelites. Alright, let's get the 34 and 35 together and that'll be the last.
Matthew 18 and 34. And his master was angry and delivered him to the torturers until he should pay all that was due to him. And verse 35. So likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brother their trespasses.
Yeah. Because you have the 2/3 are our brothers. The brothers are our brothers, but a brother wouldn't be sinning against you.
Yeah, we'll be trespassing against them.
Wouldn't be trespassing. There's no fucking way I'm gonna fuck a bitch that you already fucked. Ain't no fucking way. I never have, and back in the old school, there was a thing, right? Oh, she just wants to fuck. Okay, you wear condoms, this and that. But then you learn about stuff like, the DNA transfer. the spiritual energy transfer.
And
It's
you
a bad thing.
Yeah, you're definitely not gonna deal with that woman.
Yeah, it's definitely bad.
Yeah.
And guess what? I am sorry that you women think I look good, but I am not that kind of guy. I'm not a fuckboy. I'll get you pregnant. I'm not joking. Like, if people think that it's just about having sex. No, but the Lord's watching you. See what you're doing. See what you're thinking. See how you react to things. See how soft you are, how hard you are.
Doesn't it say in the scriptures like when you get a wife, you get a possession though?
Yeah, you get a possession. You
So
don't
you
get a
gotta-
fucking 50-50 relationship.
Yeah.
One day that bitch is on you, and then the next day she's trying to be with someone else. You have to discern.
Yeah,
Don't be a
man.
fucking idiot. Like, if a woman is asking you for things, cut her loose. You should be asking her for things.
Exactly. Bro.
She's your property.
Yeah.
But that's women. They're greedy. They like to have stuff. They like to have a bunch of stuff.
They're like fucking kids, man. In reality, she's a fucking kid though. Like someone wants all the gravity and stuff she likes, so she just likes them, you know?
And it's not because of the way she wants to be. It's because of the way she's programmed.
Programmed, yeah.
Look at, ever since Leah and Rachel, they were always trying to get something. Right? They always had something to do with it. I think it was Rachel. She took her dad's idol
I think it was her though.
so that they could escape. She did it for some wicked reason, but the Lord made her do it so that they could escape. And she knew that if he was going to search it, he was going to find it, right? So she put it under her ass. Now, she said, okay, he's going to search me. But if I tell him I'm on my period, he's not.
He's not gonna, yeah.
And that's what she did.
Hey, it goes to show, even before the time of Moses too, though, the laws were, you know?
The laws were with us.
With us, yeah.
Everybody had respect for the laws, but now we don't have no respect for no laws because this law is against this law. You know? Every time you have a kid, you have to sign a birth certificate, and whoever signs that birth certificate is paying child support. You got stupid motherfuckers out there. Yeah, entrapment.
Shit.
That's not the baby daddy.
And sign that shit.
And sign that shit. And then the bitch is like, I cheated with you with this other dude. And they're still with her.
Right? Yeah. God damn, man.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous, man.
That's fucking retarded.
And what about the cases where this guy pays 18 years worth of child support, right? And then find out that it's not even his kid, but the woman still doesn't get in trouble, hold herself accountable for that shit.
She doesn't.
She's not. But the thing is, she should be jailed for that, or she should pay him back though.
Shit.
But at times it doesn't happen like that.
No, it doesn't.
Majority of the time, it doesn't happen though.
Because we have to keep the 2/3, and we have to keep them slave mentality.
Yeah.
And the first thing to do is take the father out of the house.
Yeah.
So the lesson was, forgive 77 times 7 times. But know that if they keep sinning, they're just using you.
I got a precept.
What?
It's Matthew 7:2. For with the same judgment you pronounce, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you.
That's exactly why you got to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Don't be a hypocrite.
Don't be a hypocrite. Like, if I tell this brother to stop drinking Gatorade, and I'm over here chugging Gatorade,
Yeah.
playing basketball, thinking I'm Michael Jordan. Oh, fuck. And then when I see him in the hospital, and he's in the hospital for the same shit.
Like, what happened?
What happened, bro? I thought you was okay.
Yeah.
No, right now I have to pee so bad and it's gonna come out clear. I know it is because I drink water. I wake up and drink water. I had a soda. Yes, I had a soda. But I drank another water. That's my second water. I got another water over there. That's my third water. Because why? I'm taking creatine.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure that it doesn't make me sick to a point where I have a big old fucking stone that I have to pass through my sensitive body parts.
You don't be popping pills and shit.
Fuck those pills, man. I wouldn't even go to the doctor if I was dying, man. Fuck those motherfuckers. And I was literally dying, man. Like I'm telling you, man. He tests you. But it's never a safe option to do the things that pop into your head right away. Let a second fucking pass. At least 1 second. Think about it. Because, you know, when somebody has a kidney stone, that's a long process. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen this year. It didn't happen last year. It happened over the course of time. Maybe 20 years. Because it's a little tiny
Why
bit
it's
of...
a rock.
Yeah, so it's not a rock right away. You didn't drink a rock.
Sand. And now sand formed together.
Calcium.
Oh, they
Mineral.
stick together, right? Stick
Mineral.
together?
And they stick together
Yeah, right.
because your body's trying to push that out. And how you push that out through your kidneys. But guess what? It's a big giant rock.
What if you have a clump of sand and it's just stuck there? It's just gonna fucking form up. You know?
Yeah.
Get the other thing's gonna stuck on it.
And the way they get it out is they have to stick a fucking tube in there and they have to shockwave it. Crumbling it up with a little bit of water and this and that. But the thing is, they shouldn't have ever got to that. They shouldn't have never, ever, ever got to that. Because as a man, when you get hungry, you eat, right? When you get thirsty, you drink. But if you're fucking working and working and working and all you're drinking is Gatorade and soda, when your body is pulling all that water out from those chemicals, it's also taking those chemicals because there's nothing but chemicals in that water. And then your body starts suffering, your kidneys start hurting. You think it's your back, but it's really your kidneys. But it's really your diet. Why do you think we ate fresh? Right? When we were coming out of Egypt, what was the first thing saying? Let's go back to Egypt and get us some cucumbers.
Yeah.
Cucumbers are good. Cucumbers will help you. But they were in Egypt. And a fast will help you out too. But the hardest part about it is pushing it through. You got to push that thought through your head that some people are not out to be your friend. Some people are just trying to use you. You have to know the difference between being used and being abused. If someone says to you, hey, I don't have a job and I don't have money right now, but I'll pay you back. They ain't gonna fucking pay you back. They just told you they ain't gonna pay you back. I don't have a job and I don't have money.
They told you that. I'm telling you. Yeah.
So if somebody comes up to me and asks me for money and I have it, I'll ask them, you know, what do you need it for? Because maybe I could just buy it for you. Maybe I could get it cheaper. I'm still trying to help you, but if they get all uppity, oh, just give me the money. Oh, you're using it for drugs, ain't you? You're using it for something that you don't want me to know about. So guess what? You got to forgive your brother if you want to forgive him. But it's okay to know that they're not going to pay you back. It's okay to know that they're not really your brother, how you thought. It's okay to have those feelings. But if you're just going to ignore those feelings, it's going to get worse, right?
Yeah, man.
It's called that snowball effect. You ever seen it in cartoons where the character throws a little tiny snowball, and by the time it gets to that person, it's a big giant snowball?
Yeah.
It's called the snowball effect.
Yeah. It's bigger and bigger.
So with that, we're going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS. Peace, blessing, mercy, and take care of your body. Take care of your health.